Steven Spielberg, West Side Story. What can go wrong? I'll let you know my thoughts. Come join me. And welcome back, folks, to Talk Story. I had to jump on here really quick because I just saw a movie with my wife. This review is probably going to be old, but it's okay. I need to talk about it. But um, most of you know I love all types of movie, except for like horror, slasher horror. I'm not a big fan of that. But today I got to see a movie called West Side Story. Now, let me give you a background. My wife's gonna hate me for that. I hate and dislike the original West Side Story. I don't think it holds up. I can't watch um, people fighting and dancing at the same time. It just doesn't. They're trying to portray these characters as tough and mean and rugged, and they want to have a knife fight, but at the same time they're prancing around and dancing as they're fighting. It to me that just throws me out, and it doesn't make any sense, and it doesn't look good, and I think it just doesn't flow for me. And so I was hoping that this new one came out, directed by Steven Spielberg. There's a lot of cast in there that I don't know the name. The girl, she's this is her first feature film, and the main actor, I can never say his name. I'm not going to, but he's from Baby Driver, and I liked him in Baby Driver. I love him actually in Baby Driver. I thought he was really good in that. So I went and saw this. Of course, my wife, she loves the original, and so I have to suck up and go and see this movie. Um, I went in it with an open mind because I believe in Steven Spielberg. I think he can actually make, you know, probably something that I didn't really like, or actually I hate, to something maybe I can tolerate, or maybe I can actually sit there and watch it. And folks, he did it. Steven Spielberg did it. I was so into the movie, shot beautifully, choreographed. The cinematography is, splendid. I can't ever just use that word splendid, but it was beautiful. It was well done, and the fight scene was what I wanted. There's fighting. They're there to fight, and they fight. People getting stabbed, people they get bloody and they get punched, and they went dancing as they're doing it. They're actually fighting. When they're dancing, but when they're fighting, they're fighting. I can live with that. Now, I'm not going to go on and say this movie is a perfect movie, nor do I'm going to say that I love this movie, but I thought it was fun. I enjoyed it. I was entertained. Maria, the girl, spectacular. I think she will be great in her upcoming film. I think she has like some other big time movie lined up for her. She was fantastic. Singing was incredible, but it's not just singing; it's her acting, and she has a theater background, that she came from, and so she was great. The girl that played, I guess the sister-in-law, or could have been the sister-in-law, because uh, you know he died. Her brother died, but she was incredible too. In fact, the original uh sister-in-law in the old, the original West Side Story, actually is in this film as well, but instead she plays the store, I guess the store owner, and her husband. It was almost kind of backstory of her husband was in the original one, and now she's in this one, but she played the sister-in-law in the original one. If that makes sense, God bless you. Um, everybody else was fine. Dancing, singing was great. There was one thing that I couldn't, I couldn't jump on the boat with, and that is the lead, the guy, um, the guy that played Tony. To me, not that he was miscast, I just felt like he was in a different movie. His mannerism, his his way of walking, his look doesn't match the backstory that Steven Spielberg gave him. And in the original one, Tony has no backstory. He just left the shark and never came back. Or not the shark, the jet. I don't know, whatever. But then he decided he quit the jet, and just want to live his life. Well, in this one, they gave him the new one, they gave him a backstory where he was in prison because he beat up this kid, almost killed him. And but the thing is, for me, it's not believable. There's an element of there's an element there that I just didn't believe that he was this rugged, this like almost killed his kid kind of a guy. Like he doesn't have the look. He just looks off in this movie. It feels like he didn't belong. Not that he was miscast. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he was miscast, but it's just it didn't to me. It didn't fit what the character was or is. And so I thought that was probably the down part of the movie. The dancing's incredible, everything's incredible. I don't think I love this movie. I like this movie, and I can actually rewatch this movie. Unlike the original, I cannot stand it, guys. I'm sorry. I know it's a classic. I know it won best picture, but for me, it just didn't do it. And so, but go check it out. I think you enjoy it. Didn't do so well in the theater, but it's really entertaining. I would recommend this. I probably out of 10, I probably give this 7 out of 10. Um, I thoroughly enjoy it. My wife loved it, of course, and of course she'll fight me. She'll argue with me about the leading role, but you know it is what it is. But anyways, thanks folks for listening. Subscribe to my channel. Yeah, Talk Story on YouTube. You can also find me on Apple Podcasts. There will be more content coming. I'm trying to spice up my channel. I'm learning as I go. Please bear with me. Until next time, be kind.